Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. We go from SoFi Stadium. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Seahawks.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Here as he's taken down. Terrell Lewis able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Carson stays on his feet. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it brings up fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Locke. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Right down you.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Second down and goal. Lock. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11 as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock going to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Lock off a play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stafford looks to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way and touchdown, Seattle.
For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Rams nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety.
In the end zone. Result of the play is a safety.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Block now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. The 20. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 63 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
51. Rams, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jordan Brooks drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, what a juke into space. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Rams, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, they'll set up the screen here to Akers. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Here's Riley Dixon now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept...
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
84, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
That's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Oh, there's Atwell to make a nice catch.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
93 yards.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Marquise Goodwin. A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for LA Rams. First and 10.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The ball comes out. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot going to throw it here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And the Seahawks first down.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.